Welcome to my channel, Level Headed with Levi T. Please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and set the bell notification to all. Please also share this. Let's get into it.
Don't wait up, I've been working hard every day, living dreams for a pay stub, yeah, straight up. 5 years later, like I said, I would make it on my way up. It's all up, coming from the nation, lay the foundation, true stuff, yeah, too tough. We ain't giving up on our dreams, everything is ahead of us. Stay true to your path, it's not where you start, it's all where you're at. It's where you end up when your back's to the mat. Do you cripple or flat or get up off your back? Deliver these facts to see them react. The stadium's packed, they all gonna snap. The motivated attract, the escalated attack, the frustrated hit back. Yeah, we move fast. I wanna change everything. I swear I'll do anything just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. It's automatic, I'm always getting after it. If you ain't working, I don't understand what's happening. There's not enough time just to be imagining. You gotta take some action towards practicing. I know it's not easy, but you gotta get out there. Make your own meaning, can't afford to have doubts. They'll interrupt you, man, I just wanna look out there. The crowd all screaming. I wanna change everything. I swear I'll do anything just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go.
Hello, everybody. Today we'll be talking about Michael Vaughan. Hi, Dree. Hi, Renee. Hello, Kimberly Brummett. Hello, Sluggish Sleuth. Ava Hawkshaw. Karen Canada on the big screen. Real Talk with Amanda. Kara M. Seeds. Hello, hello. We're going to get into something that hasn't been sitting right with me for a while now on this little piece right here. We're going to go back and cover over this. And if you've watched my other Michael Vaughan live streams, I was talking about some of the people being interviewed or being questioned or this or that. So when I was talking about other people's interviews that they were doing with other people, like if they would have known any facts of the case or known anything going on around the case or knowing people involved, why aren't they talking about this? This still doesn't add up to me. Can you recap, please? I just started, Cray. Just started. We're going to talk about Michael Vaughan. I have a recording that's going to be played on the babysitter here. And hi, Kelly Dime. And I still have questions. I still want answers. It doesn't make sense to me. We'll get into some of it here. And, I'm only going to put out what I've put out already in the past. But we're going to expand on it a little bit here and speak about it. So this is one you're not going to want to miss. It's definitely getting into some of the stuff. I did do a map on this. I did go over it. It doesn't add up. I would have put them right by the house at the same time as Michael went missing. That's just my opinion is that they drove past the house. Doesn't mean anything. I have a bad memory. Oh, no problem, Cray. So we'll talk about 5-year-old Michael Vaughan missing out of Fruitland, Idaho. He would be, I believe he's 5 now, or maybe 6. He went missing on July 27, 2021. There is going to be a press conference tomorrow, and I don't know. I will be covering it at some point. I do know that I'm waiting for somebody else on another channel to answer me. If they're going to cover it, then we'll be over there while it's live going on. He hasn't gotten back to me yet. So once I know that, yes, 6 now. Oh, yes, he is 6 now. Sorry, I work a lot of different cases and trying to keep all of them straight on how old they are, because I got Lucian Mungia, which was 4 when he went missing and he turned 5. And then Michael Vaughan was 5 and now he's turned 6. I guess I can tell you all here, great news. Talem Berry was found. And that's great news. Great news. What we do here on this channel and what we do for families actually works. I'll have the mother on. Let's give them some time. She's currently on her way to go pick up her son, which was 1,000 and some miles away. She left last night, and I may stream it. Need to see if I can work it out. I will be streaming it. I just don't know if this other creator is going to stream it. I may be over there. But either way, if I go over there while it's live, I'll be over there. But I will do a live to lead up to going over there. But definitely I will have something on here. I may just stream it all together myself. I don't know yet. I will in my either way, if I'm going to stream it here on my own, I will have it up. If I'm not streaming the press conference tomorrow while it's happening and I'm going somewhere else to a bigger YouTube creator to go over there, I will do a live before that and we'll redirect everybody over there where I'll be. But I'm waiting for confirmation on that. So if they are streaming it, then I'll be over there. But I will go live before it happens. Do you have a time? I believe somewhere in the afternoon. I don't know if it's been made public yet. True Crime with Shannon. You can, I don't know if it's public yet. Cali Dime, is it public yet? If it's not, then we'll just wait till it goes public. But the True Crime with Shannon, you can message me and I'll tell you what time it's at so that you can prepare. I think so too, but that might be wrong. So True Crime with Shannon, if you're going to stream it, just get in contact with me as soon as I know the exact time, because I've heard 3 o'clock, I've heard 2 o'clock, I've heard 1 o'clock. There she is. It's public, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. So that would be 2 p.m. mine and Dree's time. And so if you're on Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. my time. Hi, Brandi. We're just going to go over some stuff here. I may be streaming that tomorrow. We're going to go over this babysitter's timeline one more time. Bring up this post that's here on my screen. It's dark in here. Hold on here 1 second. I'm going to turn my light on so you guys can see me. And hi, Brandi. All right. Been thinking about you a ton. All right, we'll get into it here. Who else is here? Marsha's here. Kelly Dime's here. Grandma Shannon, Dree, Kelly Dime. I was kind of letting some people come in here before I start playing this, so I don't have to go back and repeat stuff. But Brandi, I'll give you a little rundown. It's going to have the poster reading I did just to give you a heads up. So if it makes you have emotions, I just want to, when I go to play the video, it's going to have the poster reading I did, just so that you know that that's what's going to happen. And then the rest of it, you've already heard. We're just going to elaborate on it a little bit. I want to read this to start it. So, and if you haven't shared this out, please share it out. So, Babysitter Jen had made every excuse in the book as to how she posted this prior to any supposed knowledge of Michael missing. But how can she excuse that this individual who shared her post also shared prior to her knowledge of his disappearance? He lives in the same time zone. This was at 8:57. She posted requesting help in the community help. She posted a post, still no signs of him. This is the young boy missing from Fruitland. If you have seen him, please call the Fayette County Sheriff's Office immediately. Last seen wearing a Minecraft t-shirt was her post. Her post was done right here at New Plymouth on the interstate. So LE stated it's not a public event and intended only for media. KTVB will be at the conference and report the information after its conclusion. That's okay, Miss Lachona. And thanks for coming back in here. I haven't seen you in a while. I will find out more about that. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's going to be live broadcasted or not. We'll see. I'll find out more details. So let's keep that in mind with the post that the babysitter made at 8:57 p.m. and that would be Mountain Time. So like how the press conference is going to be at 1 p.m. tomorrow Mountain Time. This was at 8:57 p.m. Mountain Time. Everything, and then the guy that reposted the post was at 9:15 p.m. Mountain Time. From my understanding, that same person lived close to the area of New Plymouth where she had posted this at. On the expressway is where her cell phone pinged from, or where her location was when she put the tip in. So, or put the little thing out there. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to get into playing. This is Michael Vaughan. He's been missing since July 27, 2021. We're just going to play this little clip here. I think I have it pulled up behind here. Yes, I do. So this was back when I was researching Michael's case. Came across the recording. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I released this. It's 15 minutes and 22 seconds. I do have maps and stuff in here, and we can pause it on the maps. We can understand what some of the directions, some of the other stuff is with the maps. But we don't need to. I've been busy with kids and was over with Brandi the week prior helping out. Oh. Now I know who Miss Lachona is. Well, thank you for coming back. All right. It's very, very good to see you in here. Anyways, I'm going to play this at the beginning here. Trigger warning, Brandi, if you're still listening. It's my poster reading. I don't want it to make you emotional. And then it will get into her timeline, and there'll be maps, and I'll pause it in between. Yes, I'm re-streaming one of my live streams. I wanted to come back to it because I feel that it's very, very important. And we can go from there. So we will go ahead and play this right now. And you know what? I will open up panel at the end of going through this. So anybody that has any suggestions or anything, we are respectful to the family here. And if you're coming in right now and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It really, really helps out as to help these missing families. Oh boy, I am so blessed today, man. Everybody is coming out of the woodworks. I got Miss Lachona here. I got Retweet Master here. Wow. It's always a pleasure, Retweet, to having you here. All right, I'm going to play this. I might go ahead and pause in some places, but I feel that's very, very important because this still doesn't make sense to me. And as far as I'm concerned, the only people that are no longer the only people that have been not the focus of the investigation is the family as of current. I don't know if there's other people that have been ruled out or not. I guess we'll find out tomorrow in the press conference if that's even possible for them to rule out anybody. But, oh, what's this? Crazy how silent Hannah has been over the last few weeks. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I've been wondering the same thing. Anyways, we'll get into it here. I am ready to go here. So, and if you guys aren't subscribed to Retweet or don't follow Retweet Master over on Twitter, you should all go over to Twitter and follow the Retweet Master because legitimately they are the best retweeter I've ever met. So, all right, here we go.
Years old at the time. Missing person. Today we're going to be covering the missing person with Levi D. Today we're going to be covering the missing person Michael Vaughan. He is now 6 years old. At the time of my poster reading, he was 5 years old.
Hi, I need your help. I'm missing. My name is Michael Joseph Vaughn. My family and friends call me Monkey. I went missing from Fruitland, Idaho on July 27th, 2021. I'm a 5-year-old little boy with blonde hair, blue eyes. When I went missing, I was 3'7" tall and approximately 50 pounds. If you see me, call Fruitland Police Department at 208-642-6006.
Now we're going to get into this man seen by the splash pad in the neighborhood. So I've been doing my research. I've been looking on Twitter, looking on Facebook, looking on Instagram, trying to find this person and see if I can find him throughout the community someplace. And as I was doing my research, I come across an interesting phone conversation that doesn't look right. We talk about timelines, where people were, what they were doing, and this just threw up a big red flag. So I question what the timeline is. Then I go and watch channels trying to have the babysitter on their channels to see what the interviews are going to be. Then I see in chat that the babysitter wanted questions given to her up front. And I'm like, why does she want that? And I was pondering. And then I was doing some more research and looking into some other things and still searching for the photo of this guy that hasn't come forward, that has to know that his picture is plastered all over the internet and still hasn't come forward. And then I run into this little recording and timeline doesn't make sense. And I guess I have questions. You guys may too have questions. And what is it? Did you go to the pool hall? I question your whole day of events. Did you not go to the pool hall? Did you leave your house at 6:15? Didn't you leave your house at 6:15? I don't know. All I know is what I hear in this little recording. Now we will play the recording. Don't worry if you don't hear it closely the first time. I'll play it 2 times in a row for you, so you don't have to go back and listen to it twice.
So I want to stop right there. So I have yet to hear out of law enforcement's mouth if this guy that's in the picture here, if they have identified him. So out of law enforcement's mouth, I don't know. I do know that they were looking for him for quite some time. I don't know if he's been found. I don't know if he's been questioned. I don't know anything about him. I don't even know who he is yet. I have my list of people that I think that he is, but I don't know 100% fact that, oh, hey, this is the guy that was walking by the splash pad on July 27, 2021. I don't have that information. What I do know is that I have a couple people that may be very suspicious by the way that this person walks or the way that this person has their feet or by the build of this person. And all I can do on that is speculate until I know for sure who that person is. But as new information comes out and tying facts into the case that I've been doing behind the scenes and not out in public, may or may not. I'll make you chuckle for a second there, Brandi. May or may not know who this is. I don't know. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I may or may not know who he is. I may or may not know why he was there that day. I don't know. It's just the information and the research that you can do once the facts start unraveling from law enforcement. And I respectfully wait for them to come out and release anything that they say. Some people say he's Adrian. Yeah, some people do, but I don't think he's Adrian. So that's my opinion, and I could be wrong, and I'm okay with being wrong, but that's my opinion. The posture, the way that the person walks is not the same as what Adrian does. But if you're deep into research and you're deep into the build of somebody, how tall they are, how like putting everything into perspective and logically thinking and looking is definitely, I don't think it is. I could be 100% wrong. I don't know. Hopefully we'll find out sometime soon, or maybe we won't find out. We can continue to share the poster. We can continue to share the white Honda Pilot until they are ruled out. Could be Brian. Good assumption. I don't know. That is a very good assumption. I don't know. There is a couple of other people that could be as well. Just to put it out there, these are all assumptions based off of information that I have researched. This babysitter's timeline does not make sense whatsoever. And as we watch this unfold, I don't know. I still have questions for the babysitter. I don't know. I don't know where the babysitter is. We are going to look at the comments section of this video and see if the comments are still there. See if the comments are there on this video. We're going to go back to my other video and see if her comments are on that one as well. And we'll review them. There was an interview that she did do on another channel after this. I'm not going to name that channel's name because that was the one that was pushing her to get questions asked up front at other creators' places. So that would be called leading your interviewer. So it was prearranged in what was being said. So if you have seen any of those, definitely watch this because this person didn't know this was being recorded. And sometimes people speak when they don't know that they're being recorded? I don't know. You need to use your own opinions when you get to this one. And here we go.
Somebody has some explaining to do.
Got the call from Brandi at 9:24. So I was looking through screenshots last night, and there is a screenshot where you'd posted for community help. It tagged you like in New Plymouth at 8:40 or 8:57. And I was like, that's probably one of the, so I was looking through screenshots last night, and there is.
All right. Fruitland, Idaho to New Plymouth. And I should have did this from Payette, but I wanted to show you it this way. So from Fruitland, Idaho to New Plymouth is 10 minutes is the fastest, 11 minutes or 12 minutes. Depends on how you go. Mind you, this is the expressway here. So that's Expressway 84. So Interstate 84 is there. Somewhere along here, in my understanding from the picture that I saw, somewhere along like here is where it was saying that her location was when she posted that thing. So it would have reached the New Plymouth cell towers. So 10 minutes to New Plymouth, 11 minutes if you cut down that way, 12 minutes if you went this way and came around to New Plymouth. We'd call those back roads. But we'll continue to go on here.
Is a screenshot where you'd posted for community help. It tagged you like in New Plymouth at 8:40 or 8:57. And I was like,
so times here are important. So that's why I put the guy standing inside the time. So this is, she posted that at 8:57. All right. There is a time change, but the time change is miles away. I've called Brandi, asked her, hey, when you go to New Plymouth, does your phone change times? She goes, no, never. I've lived there, that still live there. Other people in that community, does your time change when you're going to New Plymouth or when you're going to Napa to play pool? Does your phone change? Has it ever changed on you? Has anything? No, it doesn't. It hasn't. Time change isn't in those areas. So I don't understand why there is a discrepancy with time. So Miss Lachona says, no, my time has never changed. Other locals are here in my chat. Your time don't change unless you're physically at the time zone change. Like literally switched over. Technology these days are too good. It doesn't change until Huntington, Oregon. Correct. So when we're listening to this, living in Fruitland, Payette, New Province, Napa, your time doesn't change until you get into Oregon. Or if you go way further north into Idaho, I believe. But not where this was at. It doesn't change. And for somebody that's on the phone with somebody else here in the situation, whatchamacallit, in this situation, why are you going to, oh, my phone must have changed? No, it didn't change. Your post didn't change either. You had the right time. You had, everything was correct as being stated in here. So what you're saying with the time change is immaterial because people that live there, I'm reading your guys saying I love you back to one another here. And you guys going back and forth and have lived there doesn't change. Based on the police announcements, hi, retweet. Based on the police announcement delay, I'm really hoping that there's nothing in that backyard. The Wanderers are just cray-cray. Usually it would have been breaking news. Agree to disagree to agree. I don't know. Anyways, that's a good comment, though. All right, we're going to play some more here. I'm gonna let it play for a little bit so that you understand, and then I'll let this one play through, and then I'll break down the last one. How about that?
Like, that's probably one of the reasons why, because these screenshots float around in these groups, and I don't know if any of these people personally know your real timeline, or, you know, like, I'm sure the parents probably do, but
It had to have been 9:57, and that makes sense that it would have tagged me in New Plymouth because I was rushing back from New Plymouth from Nanside to get to Fruitland.
mm-hmm. So you just like stopped, like maybe just like on the side of the road?
We were on the freeway. That's just where my phone happened to be for my location.
Oh, gotcha. So your husband left when you left, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's posting that as 8:57, but yeah, that might be like one thing.
That.
Somebody what?
Somebody had to have doctored that.
I don't know. I can send it to you. It's somebody had shared your post, and your original post said 8:57. So I was like, maybe,
time.
or I was thinking maybe the time you got the call from Brandi was off. Like maybe you were just mistaken on what time that was.
Nope, absolutely not.
So it was for sure 9:24. That's weird. But I think that's one of those things, you know, that
the only way how that would have happened is if somebody screenshotted it from their phone at 8:57. So let me go ahead and
here, let me find it and I'll send it to you while we're on the phone here. I'm going to put you on speaker just for a second so I can look for that screenshot. Because yeah, I was just thinking about that, and I was like, I definitely, you know, I don't think you're involved. I think that it's one of those things that if in case, you know, you decide to release your timeline, or in case anything like that comes out in the future, like, you're probably not aware because you haven't been a part of like missing groups, but that's the kind of stuff that people will tear apart and prosecute you for, you know.
Yeah, let me tell you, they were having fun with me, which is why my girlfriend, as soon as she saw everything was happening, she's like, girl, we are locking you down right now. Right?
Yeah, because you don't think about it at the time. And then, yeah, I mean, in the other case I followed, like, everybody was accused, everybody. And
what the fuck?
At the end of the day, they never did solve that case. It was the Dior Kuntz case. I don't know if you heard of that one.
No, but you know what? I'm looking at this right now, and you are absolutely correct. It says that I posted at 8:57 p.m.
Oh, so you found it?
We posted this at, I noticed this at 9:57.
Yeah, so that's just weird. And that's why I was like, I want to ask you about it, but I don't want to just do it in a text and seem like, oh, by the way, that's inconsistent, you know.
You know what? The only thing I can think of is like when we went through the time zone change, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know how that would work, because that's pretty far away from when we changed times. I'm not sure. I just know that was like one thing I started thinking about, and I was like, well, I know you were saying you kind of hope that it does come out, and I'm just thinking, like, you probably don't want to just come out with stuff because it's really not the public's business anyway. If the FBI have your information, but that could also be something they're looking at too, like, oh, hey, well, she's, you know, saying she didn't get this call till 9:24, and yet she's posting about this at 8:57, and then I think it was deleted or something after that, is what I had heard. So I don't know. It just makes it look.
What was deleted?
The post.
No, none of my stuff is deleted. I just blocked stuff.
Oh, gotcha. So
I reported it, and I only left some of it out. Nothing is actually deleted. Okay, now wait a minute. Let me go into my phone.
So what time was this event supposed to be? Like the pool tournament? How long was that? Like, what time were you supposed to be there, type of thing, and leave?
So we were supposed to actually be there at 7:30. We got there about 7:40. I stayed in the car to smoke an extra cigarette while I finished talking to Joel. So let's see here. And I told her flat out, I'm like,
So that doesn't leave you a lot of time to be the responsible person anyway, because you had left your house at like 6:15, went to the gas station, which I'm sure they have footage of.
by then he was already missing and being searched for.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then it's like a 40, because this was in Nampa, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just like, I just want to clarify that because.
And now I will play the.
Okay, I want to pause there. There's a lot of good creators that are in here that have been nothing but great to me and great to Brandi Neal. So I want to point some of them out. We got Burden of Proof here. Retweet Master over on Twitter is a fabulous person. Has been there since day one. I wasn't around when that was happening. Crime Crazy and Critters on the Farm is another one that's been nothing but kind to Brandi Neal and family. We have Hair Curlers and Crime has done some great videos. I think, is Amanda still in here? Let me see if Amanda's still in here. Hold on. There's another channel. I think it's there she is. Real Talk with Amanda has been nothing but a great human being to the Michael Vaughan family. If you're not subscribed to some of these channels have been doing nothing but putting out Monkey's face, putting out his picture, continuing to share everywhere. And it is has not been unnoticed. People are noticing and continue to do it the right way. I highly suggest that there's a big curve going to happen in the YouTube world, and you just continue to be a good person, continue to cover cases the way that you are, and continue to do it the right way. And, you know, at the end of the day, somebody like Brandi Neal that is still missing her son, doesn't know where he is, has a voice, and that voice will be heard from the mountaintops. And you're recognized as creators that have done it the right way. So that's my little spiel about that. Now we're going to get into the lies in this little clipping here. I only play, I don't know, 5 minutes of a 40-minute phone conversation. The rest of it is too much information into it and has been turned over to the police. They have it. I still have questions. Has the babysitter gone in and been questioned again? Has the pool hall owner been, what pool hall was she at? I actually have that in a video. I forgot. If somebody that's in here, Crystal Jewel, if you're in here, you can go ahead and put the pool hall in here. I did it on a video. I don't remember which one it was. It was a video in the playlist after this where I broke down the doing it through going from Payette, where she lives, going right by Brandi and Tyler's house is the only way to get to that interstate. And the timeline just doesn't add up with her 8:57 posting coming back from the pool hall. Time leaving from the house. Definitely she drove past. It doesn't mean that she did anything or didn't do anything. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that after I displayed these, and after she was pushing to go be interviewed on the panels, that all of a sudden the people start believing a time zone change, or I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. But basically it was covering up the facts, and those timelines were even off compared to this. And this was done early. So I want you all to understand that whatever came out after this, I don't know if she knew this was recorded. I don't know. She was speaking with a friend. So there's a person that was asking the questions, and there's the person that's answering the questions with the time zone change and saying, oh, there had to be a time zone change. Well, where were you that day? Either before Michael went missing or after he went missing, that there's a time zone change that would have even put your phone into an hour time difference for you to come back into Idaho, where it would be a different time. Where were you? Were you in Oregon? Is that where you were? Were you in northern Idaho or Nevada or wherever, where you're further south, where were you that would make you think that your phone would change? Because every single local that I've spoke with, that doesn't happen. So if let's say Callie Dime, for an example, is in Idaho, and she drives from Brandi's house and goes to Napa, her phone won't change times. Now, if she goes over into Huntington, Oregon, and then goes back to Napa, her phone will change times in Huntington, Oregon, and then will come back, has come back into Idaho, and I could see if your phone took a time delay. But phones automatically update in the time zone changes. Car clocks don't, but cells do. Agree with Miss Lachona, living in Idaho. Definitely your phone is going to change immediately back to the time after you leave Huntington, Oregon, and head back to Idaho. As soon as you cross that line where the time changes, your phone automatically changes. Okay, granted, let's say that you have an old flip phone or an old slide phone that has older technology or whatever. In my opinion, those would change at the same time. But from what I understand is that now, these days and ages, not a lot of people have phones like that. And if you're posting on the road like that, it'd be really hard to post on the social media with a phone like that, as you'd have to hit the one button for ABC. So you'd have to hit it 3 times to get to the C. I don't think you would post that from a phone like that. So this timeline doesn't add up to me, doesn't make sense to me. More of the conversation doesn't make sense to me. This is all just going over things that don't make sense to me, and leaves me confused in the Michael Vaughan case, leaves me confused with the house that the backyard was dug up in, the street that Michael Vaughan went missing on, that where he was taken from. There's no reason for you to be down that street unless you were visiting somebody there, or whether you there's no reason to cut through that street, because the main street is on the outside. So if you're on that street that day, it makes no sense why you were on that street unless you knew somebody there. So strange, weird, and maybe it's just a coincidence that she was leaving to go play pool with her husband at the time in Napa, or he had a pool tournament or whatever. Maybe it's just a coincidence that he went missing that day. But it's a strange, odd coincidence. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody or pointing guilt on anybody. I still haven't gotten a clear picture or path to Chona. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Crystal Jewel. That's the bar that they went to. I did another video after this explaining this video because I wanted to upload it separately so that people could watch it. I double played the same little clipping. I think it's a 5-minute clipping of it. I think the whole video is, I think it's an hour and 20 minutes. But for reasons of holding the integrity on the case, I don't want to release other information on the back of this video. They do talk about some other stuff in there that I don't want to make public. And I would have to redact some names in there, and I don't want to do that, as it's been turned into law enforcement, and we'll continue to do that. So now let's break this down a little bit. Sorry if I missed some stuff here. What do we got? Phones automatically change. Lacey Ann Level has become one of my favorite broadcasters. Y'all hit the like button. Let's try to get this video in the algorithm. Let's find Monkey. Thank you, Lacey Ann. Praying for you and your family. Hi, Marcia. Breathless 87. Hello. How are you? And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I didn't try to skip over you here. I have questions about these things. Someone knows something. Yes, they do. They definitely know something. And it's going to come out one way or another. It's just a matter of time before it comes out. I made a video of her, then made it private due to the other situation. I will put it back on if you want or need me to. Let me know. Can you send me the video as unlisted first before you put it back up so I can take a look at it? I just want to make sure that other creators aren't going to run with some of the information in there, if you get what I mean. Hair curlers. People are still going after the family. It's horrible. There's a special place for these people. I said what I said, and I mean what I said. I agree. I mean, I'm still waiting for some people just, I guess they're okay with just doing whatever they want. Dree, that's why we have amazing people like you all here. Definitely. And we'll talk about that, okay, hair curlers? Leave the family alone, seriously. So that can be 40 to 50-minute drive, depending on the route taken in traffic. Yeah, and the biggest thing was talking about speed limit there. I believe in miracles. I do too. Kickback bar to Fruitland. Yes. Well, how fast are you driving to get there? To get here? All right, we're gonna go through this a little bit. I'm gonna point out a couple things. I'll open up panel after I break down. Well, you know what I'll do? We'll do this. I'll drop the link. Anybody's willing to come up here and wants to explain this or wants to put their 2 cents on what they just heard, and then I can break it down towards the end here. I just think that it's very, very important for people to hear this. It is a video. It's called Michael Monkey Vaughan, the babysitter did it, or did she? I don't know. Don't know the question to that answer, or the answer to that question. You know how I drive to get to you. Miss Lachona, I was told that it takes way less time to get there, but there was construction at the time on that day on 84 to be able to go to Napa, and I believe it was 65 miles an hour, and maybe now it's 80 miles an hour through there. That was something that was told to me. I did drop the StreamYard link. Anybody's welcome to come up here if you want to. Brandi, Elijah H. Brandi, I'm praying for you and your family. A lot of good people in here today. True Crime Web with Steve. True Crime Web, yeah. I haven't talked to Steve in a minute. I'll have to call him here one of these days. I'm going to start breaking this down. If people pop up here, that is okay with me. If this isn't what you want to talk about, there's always construction on that darn highway. So I've been told. Yeah, so I've been told. So let's go back. And I'm going to play a little bit more of this, and then we'll stop it. If you guys have questions, I dropped the link here. I'm going to pin the link to the top. Anybody's welcome to come up here. If this isn't what you want to talk about, and you want to talk about something else to do with Michael Vaughan, I'm all ears. Just so you know, what time did JH leave bar to head over to Fruitland? Well, so you guys all heard this one. So I'm going to take this off my screen for a second. I'm not going to replay it. What I'll do is I'll go to my other video and we'll play some of that. So I broke it down doing a little map thing on it afterwards. They have been having construction since last summer along that highway. Yeah, let me just go to my channel here and go to my playlist. So I have a Michael Vaughan playlist, just curious. It hasn't been confirmed publicly that she was even at Kickback that night. I mean, the only thing I know is when you forfeit a pool, tournament, like a pool tournament where you're playing, or a pool league, and you're playing somebody, wouldn't you send them a cash app like the day that you forfeited, as opposed to like a week later? That doesn't make sense to me either. Michael Monkey Vaughan, babysitter, did she? 15 minutes. Brandi Neal, share. Brandi Neal. I'm just trying to find the other babysitter video. Oh boy, Brandi, you are. I called her at 9:20. Wow. So you see that? She called her at 9:24. So how did the babysitter know at 8:57? So what I want to know. I'm going to have to go look at this a different way. Hold on here 1 second. But thanks for being patient. Make sense. Brandi, you're welcome to come up here. We don't have to get into her and all of her stuff. I mean, I've seen the screenshot, so that's why I sit here and put this out, because it doesn't make sense. You got, let's see, right here. Can I, right here, down here, Brandi Neal called the babysitter at 9:24 p.m. Has record of it. Babysitter posted a thing at 8:57 that Michael Vaughan was missing. So make that make sense. Doesn't. Hypothetically, what time did JH leave Kickback Bar? Well, in order to, so let's go backwards. Here, we can do a map going backwards. I could just do it. Let's go Google Maps. Retweet. You're welcome to come up here if you want. Let me get Buggy settled. Oh, Buggy. She'll probably steal your phone and run. And run. Under your scars, Ed Dree, thanks. I don't know what. I'm sorry, I'm missing some of the comments here. Brandi, you are the picture of a strength and fight like a mama, an example for all to see. Yeah, I agree. Sis, what time did she pull up? Well, that's what we need to find out. Make that make sense. You know, the one thing that I don't know if we can tell this by phone records or anything, but the one thing that doesn't make any sense. So if Brandi told her at 9:24, she posted this at 8:57. What time did she show up? She said that she didn't leave the bar until a certain period of time on another channel. So she was saying that she left the bar at 9 something. So how are you posting over there in New Plymouth if you left the bar at 9 something and saying that there's this whole hour of time change when I have locals over here in chat? Over here, I still use Mayo. Locals over here in chat, people that live there that say their phones never change. So make it make sense. I want you to. I want you to make it make sense. I need to move on from this to move on to other people that I've been looking into. But I can't. I'm stuck here. The one piece of information of what you told this person onto the phone, which was a couple days after Michael Vaughan went missing, whatever it was. The other thing that doesn't make sense is you scrubbed your Facebook a couple days before he went missing as well. I believe it was 3 days before. But don't worry, I did some digging. Don't worry. I just the unusual activity in the posting of into different groups while you're babysitting doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. Per Hannah's statement, one of many within 10 minutes of her call with Brandi. So that'd be 9:24. So that would be 9:34. Right? That she would have left from the bar. So at 9:34, if she left from the bar, I can bring that up here. Kickbacks. Nampa, Idaho. Directions. I will bring it onto the screen here in a minute. Fruitland. It's really windy here. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's windy. Here we go, shall we? Here you go. We're gonna go big screen, full blown. All right, so I'm full screen. So from Kickback Bar over here, right off the expressway, right? So let's say she said 10 minutes after, right? So if you leave here at 9:36, so or 9:34, right? So what's 40 minutes on the 9:34? It's a 40-minute drive to Brandi's house from Kickbacks. Here's New Plymouth, pretty close to Brandi's house here. So if you posted a thing at 8:57, let's say you're even way over here. That's not far from Brandi's house. But Brandi, tell Tyler I said hi. Perfect. So that doesn't make sense. So if you posted at 8:57 here, but Brandi called you at 9:24. So let's see backwards. So 40 minutes. Let's say she posted here at 8:57. Knew Michael was missing, right? So that's 9 o'clock. And let's go from here. I don't know if I can change it. So 40 minutes, let's say that it takes 10 minutes from there to get there. So at 9 o'clock, they would have got there. So if she posted it on her way there, it would have been like 9:30 that she would have gotten to that actual bar. So why she was posting Michael's missing poster at 8:57 in this general vicinity here, or maybe let's say it was here at 8:57. 8:57, mind you, doesn't make sense. And let's further this. Let me go to Payette here. Let me go to Old St. John Church here. Let me get directions real quick. So I believe she left the house at like what I gathered from more of the stuff. Let's say I believe she left at 5 o'clock to get cigarettes or something. So let's go we'll go from the church here. I won't put her actual house on screen, but let's go from the church. So that's pinned. Hold on here 1 second. I just don't want to. Let's go from the church, which is real close to her house. She went to a gas station to get cigarettes. And then let's do back to directions. Can I add the church as a direction here? It should be able to. Back to directions. Let's go from the church to Nampa. So that shows you here. Let me show you the route. Oh, I can add a destination. Let's go take this one down here. Fruitland. Where's Miss Lachona? Is she still here? If she left the bar at 9:34, that would put her in Fruitland at 10:14. Well, if she supposedly left her house at 6 o'clock, right? Or 6:02 or 7 o'clock, I think were the messages that I had, that she left at, I think it was 6 something. I don't remember exactly, but let me just show you something here. So if you're leaving from your house, which we'll say that the church is your house, you go to the gas station. Here's Albertsons. And let's say here we're in Payette. Well, to get to the expressway, it looks like the only way to get to the expressway in Payette, or the smartest way to go. I mean, you could have stopped here at 16th Street, but Google Maps doesn't suggest that. So, and I don't know if that was there then. I don't know if you'd hop over and hop on the expressway there, or if you would continue down. But what I want to show you is there is a possibility that you could get on the expressway here. I don't know if they do that. Like it would suggest for you to go down further, but you would avoid Fruitland if you did that. But if you were leaving your house, according to Google Maps, to get to the expressway to go down further south, the fastest route here, you would go right past the neighborhood here. And yeah, there's the neighborhood. There's New Plymouth. I mean, I guess you could have popped over here to Ontario and got on. I don't know if that's legit. Miss Lachona, if you were in Payette, would you go down here to Northwest 16th Street to get on the expressway? Or would you continue to go down here past Fruitland and get on over here off of 30 and on to 84? According to JH, she left the gas station at 7:03. So 7:03, and this is a 50-minute, 45-mile drive. So 50 minutes from 7:03. So 7:00. So that puts you there at 7:53, right? So let's give you a little bit of time. Let's say that puts you there at 8 o'clock. 7:53, 8:15. Why would you be at New Plymouth at any time before that, like going to there or going back? Like, that doesn't make sense. And you also forfeited the match that day, so that doesn't make sense either, because the match was forfeited. I have the receipt of the Cash App that was used for the forfeited match for your league play. So that doesn't make sense either. So if you played one game and you forfeit the last game, why are you sending a forfeited thing? I would think that you would send, am I still in the corner? No, yeah, you got a wrench, Dree. She can't do that to you anymore. It just doesn't make sense that there's no reason there's no reason to be by New Plymouth at 8:57, or she obviously said that at 9:24 is when she found out, but she was spotted in New Plymouth according to her tracker on her phone at what was it, 8:57? Let's say that's 9:57. Can you get from Napa back to the, New Plymouth by 9:57? If you what's 9:25 and let's say 10 o'clock, was that 40 minutes? I guess that's possible, but why would your phone change? I don't think that the phone would change. I think we should all fluff our hair and relieve some stress. Oh boy. Just so my chat understands, Kelly, Dime, Dree, Brandi Neal, they're all sisters. They all talk with each other. They're joking around in chat. It's nothing to worry about. I mean, they've been over this time and time again with me on this timeline, and I don't do it all on out here in the open in the public. It's just interesting that nobody's picked up on this timeline. This video's been out there for like 2 months, 3 months, and we get some movement into a case, and we got certain individuals looking into other certain individuals. Why hasn't this name been brought up? What is the connection with somebody else in the case to this person? What is any of it? I don't know. Maybe it means nothing. I would take the road suggested only. I take off ramp by Ontario when at Brandi's. So when you're at Brandi's, you take so when you go to Brandi's, you take this. It's called Northwest 16th or Idaho Avenue. I know Lechona. But would you, if you were in Payette and you needed to go to Nampa, would you go over to Ontario to get on? Maybe that makes more sense. And maybe I'm totally out of it here. I don't know. I'm just trying to make this make sense. I've been waiting for somebody to try to explain this to me, to give me their viewpoint. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, and doesn't timelines don't fit. And here I am back here. I need a burden. Catch me up. Wow, I've been crazy busy waiting to hear about Sarah's place. Overheard about a sitter. Oh, yeah. I mean, the look at this go. I mean, here's Brandi's neighborhood. This is the main road coming in and out of here. There's no reason for anybody that's on this highway here, Highway 95 or 30, and comes down on Southwest 8th to, where does that lead you to? Can you get? Hi, you can turn off your camera if you want it off. There you go. Hello. Welcome on. I can't hear you. Maybe it's me. Hold on. Are you guys hear me? I can't hear you. I don't know. Hey, Resolution. Good to see you. We can't hear you. If you want to go back down and come back up. I know you can hear me, but can you hear her?
What about now?
Oh, there you are. Hi.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. You don't have to say, wait, are you local to Idaho, Oregon?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Cool. You don't have to say who you are. Just I have a couple questions.
I'm one of Brandi's sisters.
Okay, perfect. So then I'm in good hands over here then.
Okay.
Hopefully. So if you're going from the church in Payette and you're going to Nampa here, so I guess what I'm confused at is like, let's say you leave it like a time cruncher person, right? So
Okay.
like, not saying anything bad, but when somebody has I don't know if a disability, I guess is how we'll put it, and that disability allows them to has them being OCD. Would you go? You're going to drive the exact speed limit because I've heard it out of the mouth. It's no secret, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the baby's he has Asperger's, right? So so a person in the car has Asperger's. Would you follow the exact, like, I'm trying to think like the mind that they would be in. So are they going to go down here and hop over on Ontario here, or you think they'd actually continue through Fruitland?
Honestly, it doesn't make much sense because depending on like where you are coming from, like say hypothetically she was coming from the kickback bar. You usually just kind of take the route you're very well known with. Where I live in Idaho, I take if you zoom in, let's see. I take 84.
Okay, so
I take 84 up from where I am. I take 84 up. That's always the same route that I take to go to Brandi's.
Yep. So let me just zoom out just a little bit so people can understand. You're and Breathless 807. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome. So let's go to Huntington here. So here's Huntington, Oregon. This is where the time changes, people. So you see where Huntington is. That's way up there. I don't know. That's another 30 minutes further north. Does it change in Weezer?
That's where it changes. Like my phone will automatically change. And then the car one doesn't. So my cell will always automatically change. And it's maybe like 5 or 10 minutes past like Huntington or when I'm coming back from that way. That I've noticed like it'll change. But it always changes on itself automatically. It doesn't stay locked or frozen like that at all. So that makes no sense that anyone's phone would be on a different time zone, especially when you're in New Plymouth. Like that makes no sense.
Hello, Steve. True Crime Web. I don't know. What doesn't make any sense? Like the time change thing? Does it change down here anywhere?
No, only in the Huntington area. And it does not change anywhere near Nampa. It changes. Okay, there you are, Marcin. Keep going. Go down. And you'll see it's in Oregon area, like Jordan Valley, right there.
Right here, Jordan Valley. That's further south.
Yes, that's way further south. That's when it changes. Like, again, my husband calls it like Fury Road because it's just desolate and there's nothing out there. And then the time zone changes again when you pass over into California. I believe all that stuff. But it does not change anywhere in the Nampa, Boise, Caldwell, nowhere. Payette, it does not change.
I'm trying to bring up a map here so that people can kind of see. So here's the thing. When you go let's say that they went to Ontario. Ontario is a pretty popular place. I take it. People go to Ontario all the time, and that's in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the state line is on the river here, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when you cross over, you're in Oregon. Does your time ever change when you're at Albertsons in Oregon or Walmart?
No, we are all still on the same time zone, all of us. So people in Oregon, in Ontario, Oregon, Nissa, Oregon, we are all on the same time zone.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There is a time zone map here, but I put, oh, here, this is a good one. I think this will be a good one. No, that's not a good one. Let me find a different one here. So, how many, like, you go to Napa quite often or not really?
Nampa, yeah, I go to Nampa almost every day. My kids are in school in Nampa school district, so
Okay.
I'm there quite often.
Okay.
And I can tell you for a fact, my phone time doesn't ever change.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't change. Everything's always the same. I'm still.
Uh-oh. You still there?
Oh no, I lost him.
No, you're there.
Okay. Yeah, so everything's still the same. Nothing changes at all.
Yeah. But I know because I've watched other things and other recordings that she's done, and she was demanding that they drive the exact speed limit, not 1 mile an hour over. And that's important on this little journey trip that they're doing. Even if Michael went missing, they didn't drive 1 mile an hour over that speed limit. So that's a very important fact here. Because if you don't drive over the speed limit with traffic, it is right now, it's to pay at, it's 1 hour and 1 minute.
Yeah, and that's because that's right now. It's the morning and stuff like that. But when you go back to like the summers and stuff here, there's really not a lot of people like on the road. Yes, we've had construction going on since like last summer in certain parts, but it hasn't really affected the road traffic conditions that much. It's just it's hard to say. I mean, there is a lot of accidents that pop up and happen. It is like Idaho is very accident friendly. There's always something happening, and sometimes it does stall the traffic. But I mean, that time of night, I mean, you can zoom pretty quick to get to where you need to go. A lot of the places it's like 80 miles per hour, so people are going a little over that. So some people are pushing 90.
Yeah, but if you're driving at that time, there was construction on 84. How long does it take you to get from Napa to New Plymouth, even if you're like out here on the interstate? Uh-oh. I think we lost her. Okay, True Crime with Shannon. Time zone map. Here's a little map that I found that I can put on the screen here. It shows just like it is. So some of Oregon is the same time as Idaho, but further north there, it doesn't. So you see there's no time change when you're in Oregon or in Idaho here. Oh, this is the one I was looking for. No, that's not the one. There was another one that I used in another video, And oh, she did fall down. So so you can see that some of Oregon is the same time as Idaho. But according to them, even if you went into Ontario, Oregon, the time doesn't change there. And many people frequent there. I mean, I asked Brandi, after I heard the thing, I asked her, so when you go to Ontario, does your time change? Never. So it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So that would be the path of travel. Even if you cut over here to Ontario, you still went by 9th Street. I mean, there she is. Okay, I'm bringing you up. I'll leave your camera off.
Lord.
There you are. So, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, how can she post at 8:57? If you go into the time zone change, it like changes right back, right? That's what you said?
Yeah, about 10 minutes after. But that where she is with that post, like where it pinpoints her, she's not even close to the time zone change at all. She's a good ways off.
Well, it's somewhere in here is where that pinged, right? Because there's New Plymouth, so it's somewhere here on 84. I think I can pull it back up here. I have the actual thing, but that's 84, and it tagged it into New Plymouth. It tagged it, had the geo on. The time map is extremely. This is from a retired. If you guys aren't subbed to True Crime Web with Steve over there and his wife, you should. You get some. He's a retired police officer. I should say, like a homicide detective. He's got a very extensive background in things. And the time map is extremely accurate. My last trip said 12 hours and 5 minutes nonstop. It took me 12 hours and 15 minutes. I made one 15-minute stop for fuel and 8 in car en route. So, his trip was from Georgia to Iowa. Oh, nice.
Yeah, when I take my trips from here back home to California, it's usually what it says is pretty accurate with like the times and stuff. I factor in, I stop and get fuel and stuff, maybe 10 minutes added or something, but usually I always end up within my ETA.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing that I can suggest is if she's saying that her time zone changed. So where were you that day if your time zone changed? You would have to be way where am I? You would have to be way over here by Huntington. So was she in Huntington that day, earlier that day, that evening? I don't know. I mean, or you'd have to be way down here in Jordan Valley, right?
Yeah.
So those, and then let's just say, I don't know, it's probably out here someplace where it actually changes because there's a big section of this that the time is the same. So I think it goes out here to Harper and then comes up to Huntington like as like a box and then comes down here to Jordan Valley as a box. But like there's a whole section of Oregon here that the time doesn't change. So where were you? Were you in Huntington earlier that day? Is that, I mean, well, you can't say that because you were on camera at other gas stations earlier that day. So you can't say that. I don't know, were you ever at Kickback Bar? I don't know. Was that ever proven that they were there? I don't know.
Yeah. Per Crystal Jules comment, it's not proven. So.
Oh, not proven.
That she was there. Per her comment earlier in your thread, it said that there was no proof that she was there or
Yeah,
law
that is
enforcement.
when you forfeit a game, like I get it, if you're in the middle of a game and you have to forfeit to leave, underneath the circumstances that they were in, if they found out that monkey was missing, if they found out that Michael was missing at 9:24 from Brandi, right, on a
Mhm.
cell thing, I forget what she said was her actual what time the thing started. I think it was 8 o'clock, right? So you already would have played a game or two, right? If you're playing pool. And if you had to go because a child was missing that you babysat for, who in their right mind would make you forfeit the game and pay them money?
I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't, but pool is really big out here.
Okay.
And as weird as it sounds, people are really into like the pool league and stuff. And if it's a rule, I mean, I maybe some people are really sticklers when it comes to it. I don't know. Or given the circumstances, maybe they really weren't fully aware of what was exactly going on with Michael. Um, or who knows what Jen even said to the person, right? So we don't know. But I mean, I wouldn't make someone pay, but if that was the case and someone did, then pool's really big around here.
Hello, extra guac, please. What is the babysitter's excuse for the time zone discrepancy? Well, here and Alicia Mazako, I'll replay it. Will you want to, Justin Jane? Thanks for coming in. I'll replay it. We can go over it together. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I don't know if you've heard the whole thing or anything. I don't want to speak about some of the other stuff that was in it. I don't know if you've heard the whole thing, but this is just a replay of what I played earlier. Are you okay with that?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, totally. Go ahead. And look, this is your channel. Do what you need to do.
But that's the kind of stuff that people will tear apart.
It may be easier just to go back this way. And we'll just start here where I don't know. To my knowledge, police have not come out and said that that this person's been identified to the public. Has not been said yet. So we're still searching for this guy here too. We don't know who he is. He's got like a 3 foot or I don't know. You could probably measure that to see what his stance is there. Sluggy Sleuth, same here. Windy there. Everybody else that just came in, I'm going to replay this for you. We'll pause it a couple times in between, and we'll go from there.
In the neighborhood. So I've been doing my research. I've been looking on Twitter, looking on Facebook, looking on Instagram, trying to find this person and see if I can find him throughout the community someplace. And as I was doing my research, I come across an interesting phone conversation that doesn't look right. We talk about timelines, where people were, what they were doing, and this just threw up a big red flag. So I question what the timeline is. Then I go and watch channels trying to have the babysitter on their channels to see what the interviews are going to be. Then I see in chat that the babysitter wanted questions given to her up front. And I'm like, why does she want that? And I was pondering. And then I was doing some more research and looking into some other things and still searching for the photo of this guy that hasn't come forward, that has to know that his picture is plastered all over the internet and still hasn't come forward. And then I run into this little recording and timeline doesn't make sense. And I guess I have questions. You guys may too have questions. And what is it? Did you go to the pool hall? I question your whole day of events. Did you not go to the pool hall? Did you leave your house at 6:15? Didn't you leave your house at 6:15? I don't know. All I know is what I hear in this little recording. Now we will play the recording. Don't worry if you don't hear it closely the first time. I'll play it 2 times in a row for you, so you don't have to go back and listen to it twice. Somebody has some explaining to do.
Got the call from Brandi at 9:24. So I was looking through screenshots last night, and there is a screenshot where you'd posted for community help. It tagged you like in New Plymouth at 8:40 or 8:57. And I was like, that's probably one of the reasons why, because these screenshots float around in these groups. And I don't know if any of these people personally know your real timeline, or, you know, like I'm sure the parents probably do. But
It had to have been 9:57, and that makes sense that it would have tagged me in New Plymouth because I was rushing back from New Plymouth from Nanside to get to Fruitland.
mm-hmm. So you just like stopped, like maybe just like on the side of the road?
We were on the freeway. That's just where my phone happens to be for my location.
Oh, gotcha. So your husband left when you left, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's posting that as 8:57, but yeah, that might be like one thing.
Doctored that.
Somebody what?
Somebody had to have doctored that.
I don't know. I can send it to you. It's somebody had shared your post, and your original post said 8:57. So I was like, maybe,
time.
or I was thinking maybe the time you got the call from Brandi was off. Like maybe you were just mistaken on what time that was.
Nope, absolutely not.
So it was for sure 9:24. That's weird. But I think that's one of those things, you know, that
the only way how that would have happened is if somebody screenshotted it from their phone at 8:57. So let me go ahead and
here, let me find it and I'll send it to you while we're on the phone here. I'm going to put you on speaker just for a second so I can look for that screenshot. Because I was just thinking about that, and I was like, I definitely, you know, I don't think you're involved. I think that it's one of those things that before, if in case, you know, you decide to release your timeline, or in case anything like that comes out in the future, like you're probably not aware because you haven't been a part of like missing groups, but that's the kind of stuff that people will tear apart and prosecute you for, you know.
Yeah, let me tell you, they were having fun with me, which is why my girlfriend, as soon as she saw everything was happening, she's like, girl, we are locking you down right now.
Yeah, because you don't think about it at the time. And then, yeah, I mean, in the other case I followed, like everybody was accused, everybody. And
what the fuck?
At the end of the day, they never did solve that.
So I want to point out something here. Wow, 8th. I thought it was 9th. Interesting. You guys are talking. So I want to point out something here in the video. So we saw, and you saw, I just went back over it, and I'll go back over the interesting fact here. So you see, that's weird, but I think that's one of those whatever. So you see, she mentions 9:24 in the it keeps kicking me off. I know, Miss Lachona. I know. It's okay. But the funny thing is, when she was being questioned by this lady, and I know who the lady is, but she needs to remain anonymous. The lady that's questioning the babysitter tells her she posted at 8:57, and there's no way that post can't retweet injury. It was on the corner of 9th and Washington to the left. There you go, retweet. She goes into her phone, pulls up the 924, which is the 924. Hold on here 1 second. The 924 is the same as what Brandi pulls up on her phone. So we know that that is a fact. 924 is a fact that Brandi called her at 924. Now, why she would post something at 8:57 at New Plymouth, it blows my mind. So I just wanted to put that out there. Since there is 35 people in here and people that will be watching tomorrow and I knew it. Thanks, Brandi, so much misinformation out there on this. Yes, there is, Retweet Master. I'm going to tell you all now, I got a phone call while I was playing this, and we will be watching the press conference. I will do a little live before it, and then we will redirect people. I will go over a little bit of the stuff that's going on, and then we will redirect people. I will be, me and Lana will be over at my friend's channel, and we'll be on Ikid Mel's channel tomorrow for the press conference. And just so you all know that are here, but I'm going to do a little thing before it. And then I will do my own thing after or the next day on it to go over and break things down. But I wanted to let you know that he called me while we were live here, and we have it confirmed and set for tomorrow on his channel. I'll do a live before so that everybody has a chance to come in here, and then we'll redirect people over to his channel. But it's interesting. So if she goes back into her phone, looks up 924, then definitely it was 924. So why was the post at 8:57 and your time didn't change? So how did you know at 8:57 that Michael Vaughan was missing? Where did you get that information? I also have a couple other questions. It doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to any of us that surround this family and support this family and any of that. And definitely. So anything else that we need to get into on the Michael Vaughan case? I know there's a press conference tomorrow. I forget what time it was. I believe it's 2 p.m. my time, 1 p.m. Mountain time. Brandi, if you're still listening, at 1 p.m., right? Mountain time. Just waiting for Brandi's answer here. – 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay, perfect. Yes, perfect. 3 p.m. Eastern, so 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. T.E. Kelly, hello. I usually just watch. Well, thanks for commenting. Anybody else is welcome to come up here. I'll leave it open for a little bit. Let's point out some facts in this case. Some of the facts are that Michael Vaughan went missing on from his neighborhood on Southwest 9th Street there, or Southwest 8th Street. What is it? 8th Street, I believe. I'm sorry, on Southwest 9th Street here. And he went missing from his home on that block there. Michael is always in our thoughts. Yes, sir, indeed. He was taken off of this block on July 27th, 2021. He had knocked on a couple doors looking for a friend to play with, and just disappeared, and has been missing since. The investigators have been top notch. They've even accepted in some other investigators. The FBI is still there. You have multiple agencies there, and they still are there. And I can tell you this, and I told Brandi this yesterday on the phone. The one amazing thing in Michael's case is Michael's family and Michael's loved ones have gotten to, oh, no problem, Steve. I will probably call you tomorrow at some time during the day. But I can tell you this much. Michael Vaughan family has brought in the best of the investigators. They've invited them in with open arms to work the case. I'm talking multiple investigators. Some way or another, we're going to have to get answers. If tomorrow's answers are the answers that we've been waiting for, if they're not the answers we've been waiting for, we're not going to give up one way or another. Michael needs to come home one way or another. Michael deserves to be with his family. And as things unravel and new information come out, misinformation around the case early on, there was a lot of it. I don't know if they said that the Honda Pilot was cleared, if the Honda Pilot was found. I don't know the answer to that. All I can do is go off of what law enforcement says when they do their press conferences. It's a very important in this case to stick with facts when you're covering it. Try to go off of what law enforcement does. Try to go off of what eyewitnesses or firsthand people. I mean, that was a recording that I played. That the fact is it was a recording. The fact is that Brandi messaged the babysitter at 9:24 or called her or whatever at 9:24 p.m. The fact of the matter is that she did a post at 8:57 p.m. before she even knew from Brandi that Michael was missing on the interstate by New Plymouth. I would like to know more on the Honda Pilot, Levi. Yeah, there was a Honda Pilot seen going in and out of the neighborhood several times that day. And that was caught on some type of a camera. I would love to know more and more about that Honda Pilot. I'd also love to know who was driving that Honda Pilot. It could actually answer a lot of questions in this case. Hi, you want it on or off? All right, let me put hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you. Our weather is absolutely horrible over here in Idaho today. Oh.
I know, I saw it was snowing and it's cold.
Early this morning it was snowing, yeah. It was really cold. The wind's blowing like crazy right now.
Yeah, I can hear it howling by the window behind me.
So I believe JD put out the other day when they were doing the excavating that they have identified the walking man. Okay. They haven't said who he is or why or where. And the white Honda Pilot. So I believe JD did make that public the other day with one of our local news stations. I know Retweet was asking, let me clarify. So Michael Scent was tracked to 9th in Arizona, but abruptly stopped at the end of 9th in Washington, where they go together. So to clarify that.
So 9th in Arizona's over here, 9th in Washington's over here. Just to put it into perspective.
Thank you.
Yeah. They know. Let's just put it that way. Retweet knows. Yeah, I'm so glad Retweet's here, honestly. And Extra Guac was in here a little bit ago.
I saw that. I'm very, very thankful that they have continued to keep Michael's name and face and the facts out there. It's very, very much appreciated. Yeah, I know I'm not on Twitter, and I will never go to Twitter again. That's facts. Never.
Well, you just have to find. I know you'll never go there, but Twitter was rough for me when I first went onto Twitter too. Oh, there's extra guac. Retweet. Love you, sir. Good seeing you here. So there, now I know. And he says thanks. Thanks, Brandi. So extra guac. It's really nice seeing you here too.
Yes.
So definitely, Brandi, I pray for you. Here, I'll pull it up here. Extra guac, please. Brandi, I pray for all of you fiercely always. So Twitter is not all the way bad.
No.
The thing is that you have groups of people that are independent thinkers and independently move on there, and then you have groups or like a mob group of people that back themselves, and if you don't believe anything that they do or say, that you massively get outed by them. But I mean, now since a lot of stuff has come out in the case and a lot of different movement and the truth is coming to light, and it makes it easier for some of the good ones to come back and get in tune with the case. And they've never stopped over there sharing your Michael's picture, sharing his posters, all that stuff. A lot of good stuff coming from over there. So,
to those ones that have continued to do that, even after, I left, me and Tyler left, thank you so much for that. There have been a few that actually followed me to Facebook, and just to let me know that, they're still putting his picture out there and still praying for Michael and our family. And yeah, there were a few that, came over to Facebook just to check on us, which was very amazing. The love and the support. They're not all bad. I'll just say that. Not all of them are bad.
Yeah. Oh boy, we got.
I gave some.
We got retweet. He's confused over here.
Oh boy. I'll never tell.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so somebody was saying in chat earlier that media is not going to be in the press conference tomorrow.
So it is not open to the public, is what my understanding is.
So but news station Channel 7 has been everywhere on the case and has worked directly with Chief Huff.
Yes, they will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, our local news will be here. No, it is not open to the public for many reasons.
Yeah, no, I get it. Now I get it. I understand why that was said the way that it was. Yeah.
So, but it will be, it will be put out there.
Marissa Extra Guac says, I'm not laughing out loud. I'm Marissa. Retweet goes, I'm new.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's great to see all these loving people in here that have supported Michael and our family this entire time. It means a lot to us. A lot. And like I said from day one, we're going to find Michael and we're going to bring him home. I made a pinky promise and I don't break my promises. Anybody knows me knows that.
I know that. I don't know if you heard or if you're on your way up here, but Ikmal called while I was on here, and I'm gonna do a little stream before the press conference, and then we're gonna send everybody over there to his channel, and then he's gonna do the press conference, and then me and Lana will be up there afterwards on the panel. Okay.
Well, if he can hear me, or he does hear me, I told him much appreciate it, and I respect his work very much so. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, I will. I'll text him after this
Okay.
and get. I'll send him the message, and I'll obviously either later tomorrow evening or the next day I'll do my own little thing on it. But I definitely want to go over there because of the audience of educating and telling people exactly kind of the background and the other stuff of the situation and being close to the case. I think we can reach a big audience over there. And for you and the family, that's very important to keep that so that they have the right information. Look who just showed up. Hi, Miss Christine.
I dropped you. Hi, Miss Christine. You've done some wonderful, wonderful videos for Michael and our family. Thank you. We really appreciate your work and your kindness so much.
Yeah. Oh, hair curlers and crime just caught on to keep it closed to the public. Yeah. It took me a minute until you came up here. I was confused and I didn't even think about what it really meant. And now I understand.
Yeah.
Which is the right way to do it. So.
Right. We've had some instances from previous press conferences,
Yeah.
And they haven't been,
Blake.
when they're public, were difficult. So.
Yeah. They still have your road blocked?
No, after they finished the excavation and everything like that, but there is extra patrols.
Okay. That's fine. I'm just making sure that.
Yeah. No, they're they're checking in on us quite frequently. So, and making sure that, the kids are safe and our family, our neighborhood, our community is safe. So they're doing a great job.
Oh, since I got you up here, does your phone ever change time where you live?
No, I've never experienced that, and I've been here 16 years. The only time it's changed is when I've gone to Huntington, Oregon, and up past there. I haven't been that far north in Idaho to where it's changed, but around this area, I've never, in 16 years, I've never had my phone change time zones between Boise to here. And I used to live in Meridian, we had family over here. So no, it's never, I don't understand that. It does absolutely make any sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah. It's so nice to see so many good people in my chat, like all of your real friends and
my family
and your family. You even have your Twitter friends are here. A couple of them came over, and it's kind of amazing how everybody's coming together, and it's kind of special,
I think it's great. It's important. It's very important to me and to our family because we've been on this roller coaster for so long. Today is, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a battle to get the misinformation that was put out there in the beginning to combat it and get the facts back out there and turn everything around. I mean, wow, the hours spent on just combating that was amazing. And the thing is that if y'all haven't seen Miss Christine 555's videos of Brandi's interviews and getting to know Michael Vaughan, I highly suggest that you check them out, because if you don't know Michael Vaughan or don't know the case and you want to get to know the case and you want to get to understand who Michael Vaughan is, that's the place to go to. and
I agree.
as well as other places. But she really did a very fabulous job on doing that. So
She has many there. Purple. You guys have not. You've not wavered. You've stuck by Michael and stuck by the facts in our family, and it's. I know a lot of you have taken some beatings for it, and I don't. I know I say this a lot, but I don't think thank you is ever going to be enough for the kindness and the help that we've been given. Keeping Michael's name out there, putting the facts out there. It's been a rough couple weeks, and we're all on pins and needles.
yeah,
We're waiting just like everyone else is. So
yeah, that was going to be my next question. So, do you know more than the public? No.
no, we do not.
Brandi, I made T.E. Kelly. If you could send me a link somehow, my email's in my about section.
Oh.
If you could send me a link or messenger me, or if it's here on YouTube, just put it in the comment section. It's on YouTube underneath this name, and we'll go take a look at it. But definitely somehow get it to me, and I'll get it to Brandi. So
I appreciate that.
And I guess what is it? Monkey 208 Monkey Media. I mean, she could send it there too.
Monkey Mail or no, Monkey Media 208@gmail.com, I believe.
Yeah. And then I'll make sure that Brandi gets it. You can email it there as well. Oh, I think it's right here on YouTube. Maybe I think Dree found it already, but I'll go.
Of course, we did.
That's the link to the song. There you go.
Okay.
Now Dree will send it to
you.
What else? Still got hot meals coming to the house?
Oh my goodness, yes. Everybody's generosity is just unimaginable. We've actually, because in the Christmas list for the kids, Lord, it's overwhelming. The kindness and generosity that people have shown and continue to show. So what we're trying to do, because we have so much, some of the meals we've asked to donate to the first responders or the police station or a family in need. The Christmas list, I believe, with the kids has been fulfilled. And so if anybody would like to help out another family, because we've been blessed so much by all the kindness, we want everybody else to feel that kindness as well, especially in our local community. I am working with another creator on putting something together to help donate to families in our community that are in need, for the holiday season, in Michael's name.
Oh,
so that's in the works right now, and I've been working with them very closely. They're very kind.
Good.
So
no, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to go about it. I just wanted our community to feel the love that they've given us, and give it back.
Yeah. Just for the viewers out there, when Brandi says that she's giving food away, Brandi doesn't waste any food.
No.
So that's what everybody needs to understand. That was the first thing that I learned about Brandi, is Brandi doesn't throw any food away. She always makes sure that people in need will be taken care of before she throws anything away.
Yep.
Yeah. Still at home, right? Not working yet?
No, we're waiting for tomorrow to figure out where we go from here. The kids did go back to school, but they're, especially Blue, with everything going on, what's going to happen. She doesn't feel comfortable going to school right now with everything going on, but she's going. So we're all waiting. If tomorrow doesn't yield any answers, like, where do we go from here? We can't stay home. We've got bills to pay. We've got, kids to take care of. So it's just kind of a whirlwind of emotions. What do we do? What do we do next? What do we do now? So no, we're all pretty much hunkered down at home, other than kids going to and from school.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is that, whatever the answers are, or no answers tomorrow or whatever, the creators that are in here, the creators that stop by and watch this, the number one goal is just because things die down or settle down doesn't mean to stop showing his picture. So, like, sharing the posters and sharing his picture, doing a live on him, even if it's 5 minutes and you're doing another live on another case, just show his poster and stop in the middle of it. I mean, I know you know this because I talked to you a little bit last night, but because of all of us here in my community of people that support and help people, me and my people and I, teach people that have a missing family how they can post, a missing family member, how they can post out into the missing groups. I helped Autumn, which is Talem Barry's mother. Her and her friend started posting like crazy. When you're determined to do something, you do it. And luckily, Talem was found and is coming home to his family. I was up to the top of my head in research on that to see where they could have gone. And luckily somebody saw a poster someplace, saw something someplace, and we'll get to the whole story. I don't want to mistell you the story because it's not my story to tell, but it is the hard work of this channel, of other channels like Sleuth Mom had them on. Dutch's Discussion was making posters. Amanda, Real Talk with Amanda, was making videos. There are several of you others. I can't go through all of it, but True Crime Tribe was doing videos too. All that makes a big, huge difference. And the satisfaction of bringing one home, I can't imagine. We're going to continue to try to bring more home. And I don't know how else
we will. And we're going to do it the right way. We're going to, keep the facts out there. And, I've been in contact with, some other families over these past 491 days. And my heart just goes out to some of these moms, because I know what they're feeling. I know what they're going through minute by minute, day by day. And to have people be kind and help them, because you don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. You don't know what avenue to run down. Like, you just want your loved one home. So you're going to go to every avenue you can possibly think of. Please help bring my baby home. And some of those avenues, some more good than bad. I will say more good than bad. But we're going to be louder, and we're going to help we're going to continue to help families. And if we can do one thing to help a family of a missing loved one, that's what we're going to do. And I'm glad that I've found an amazing, amazing group of people that work so hard, especially behind the scenes. Yesterday, my sister was driving and we had an alert go off.
Oh, really?
Yep, we did. And I started bawling, and it's because of Monkey that Idaho now has this alert. This is 2 now that we received since Michael's law has been passed. For a missing and endangered person, 2 elderly people. So just to see that, it was like an Amber Alert. Your phone's going off, the car radio's going off, and the description and everything. So we can be louder in numbers and do good and do it the right way. And I'm glad that I have met you and all of these other lovely people in here that continue to try and bring the good and do it the right way. It's a drive, it's a force, and I am a pretty loud mama, and yeah, we got more work to do.
Well, now since Talem's coming home, I don't know if she's picked him up yet. I know she left last night to go get him. I had to drive over 1,000 miles to get him, which actually
I can't wait to see her hug him.
Well, it pisses me off. You can transport prisoners all over the country, but when you have a missing kid, the police can't get them back to you. Like,
No.
I'm a little upset over that. But anyways, I told you this, and I can tell everybody out here now since Talem's found that I was helping Talem's mother and trying to figure out, hey, where do we post? Hey, where do we do this? Became friends with her on Facebook and was going through her back stuff to see if there was any pictures or any clues of where Ray could have taken Talem. And I come across Michael Vaughan's poster. I think it was September 3rd?
Yeah.
Something like that. September 3rd, September 12th or whatever. So I called her up. I said, you posted, Talem's mom is not an internet person. But
right.
She posted Michael's poster. I called her up and I said, hey, you posted Michael's poster back in September. And she goes, yeah, I'll tell you guys all this and then we could go over it again with her. She also checked every single kindergarten room in her local area to make sure that Michael Vaughan was not in the kindergarten rooms. She also posted his flyer in several other places, had no clue that her son was going to go missing. So an amazing person. And I think now was the right time to say that. I mean, I told you right away, but
yes.
It's good for the public to hear that we helped somebody that was out there helping and we had no clue.
Right.
So,
and I try. There's these past 2 weeks have been rough, so I've been kind of dormant. But my focus is on Michael and my family right now. But I still try to help as much as I can, and that's so much appreciated of the ones that are. Even when they're going through hell, they're still thinking of others, and that to me shows a lot of heart. It's humbling. It really is.
Yeah, I had a thought, but I lost it in the middle of it. It's been a roller coaster, I'll tell you that. Or a tornado, like Miss Latrona says. And that's so funny that she's one of your people. And I was sitting over here I think you were on panel that day. I was saying Miss Lachona, like Chonies or Chona or whatever. That was so funny.
Don't worry, she laughed at it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. And I'm sure you guys had a heck of a laugh after the fact because I didn't even know it was her. You know, there's a lot of hate in this community or what people are doing in this community. And the number one thing I can tell you is that if you're over there constantly in drama someplace or constantly over here or constantly over there or need an outlet to do some good or to help somebody, just hit me. I got rid of, I don't go on Discord very much anymore. I switched everything over to Facebook because that is where I'm going to be able to get posters and to be able to help families out. I have private messenger chats that are within my group, and there's several different missing people. Each one kind of has their own little chat board. And as we're helping and people are posting different places, instead of posting on top of each other, we make sure that, hey, we're hitting this, or hey, I have an idea. We should hit up all the campgrounds in Southern Florida. So then somebody goes in there and they look for all of them and we post them. We find all the groups in Southern Florida and post the posters there. So if you're looking to do something good and feel you've accomplished something, there is always, I always am helping somebody.
Yes.
I get up, my phone don't stop. I constantly, I'm usually up until like 1 o'clock in the morning, still working and helping people try to think of new ways or new places to do this or that and touch base with different groups of people that I have helping families. And I'll continue to do it. And yeah, I don't think I'd change it for the world.
Oh, Levi, you've done an amazing job helping our family, and I know how hard you work for many other families as well. You keep doing your good work. I'm proud to call you my friend and proud to have you helping our family and all of what you've done and other families as well. So with that being said, I am going to drop off out here because I can hear Buggy and it's about time to get kids from school.
Hold on. Is it steal your phone time? Like, you know, the song that says steal your girl? It's like steal your phone. Steal your phone.
Okay. Yep. She's a pickpocket for sure. She twice yesterday. I thought I had it secured in my pocket and she snuck up and got it. Well, she leaves Auntie's phone alone. She doesn't steal Auntie's phone and dive under the bed. Nope. You're hungry. Oh, there's not. No. Corn dogs. Okay, well,
Okay, goodbye. Thank you for coming up here. And at some point tomorrow, whether good or bad or whatever, I will speak with you. Okay.
Everybody say prayers for Michael and our family and law enforcement and everybody that keeps doing good for all of these missing loved ones and families. Let's lift them up. They need all of us. They need their support. They need support and kindness and just the facts. So thank you, Levi, and thank you, everybody. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Bye, Brandi.
Bye.
All right, there we have it. So I think that's a good place to end this, unless if anybody else wants to come up or say anything. Rissa, extra guac. Thank you very, very much for accepting me into that little space over there called Twitter, because without you and Retweet and Callie Dime and a few others like True Crime Replay and some other ones over there, I knew nothing about Twitter, had no clue what I was doing. I still don't. And anybody here that knows how to do something, I mean, Retweet was going to teach me how to do lists, but I'm actually, honestly, I'm too busy to even go in and make my own list to be able to post in certain places. Sometimes I'm going to have to take a break here from helping people and a break from doing some lives and try to get some of the stuff more organized and more straightened out so I can help more people quicker, more easier. And we're family, Brandi, and happy holidays. That you couldn't have said that any better. There's a lot of good people in here, people, and it's just going to continue to grow. And there's always a spot for people over here on my team. And when I say team, I have, I don't know, 500 people, 600 people that are in chats, a lot of their families and stuff. Miss Lechona. Oh, you figured out who Extra Guac is? Yeah, good. Hopefully you do know who she is. This is a good person. And there's the amount of the people that were helping in Talem's case and that helping Michael's case that I have mods here, and I'll speak on one real quick here. Bling's probably driving right now. I'll probably be embarrassed that I say anything, but many of you don't know she's like my right-hand person. And without her, I couldn't do any of this. And she helps me on my Facebook, helps me speak with families, helps the families when I'm not around or I can't answer because I'm helping another family. She is researching the amount of information in the Michael Vaughan's case that she has screenshotted, made videos of, searching to find the guy in the picture and to do a whole bunch of other stuff, and then helping Talem's Barry's family, constantly going back and forth, helping do this, showing them how to post here, telling them who this is over here, or don't post into that group because they're not going to allow you to post in there. All those things, Bling knows what I know. And she should be just as much appreciated by all of you as I am. And it doesn't go unnoticed. She works a full-time job and still does this on the side. And it's gratification and is due. And if you're a creator and in here and you want to learn how to do something and you feel bad about bothering me, reach out to her. Real talk with Amanda has learned a lot. Kelly Dime knows what she's doing too. You reach out to us. We can show you how to do stuff if you want to grow, if you're doing this or doing that. We're here to help. My goal is by the end of this is if we teach enough missing families how to do this stuff and their loved ones are found one way or another, that they stay around and they teach other people what I have taught them. Because if we can do that, by the time that somebody goes missing, within 48 hours, we can get their flyer spread all over the United States and in every single person's hand. And we don't even need an Amber Alert system. All you have to do is come to the internet and we'll just plaster it and get it everywhere. But that's the goal. And we'll just keep doing it until we're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's my goal. Is to try to help as many families as possible. It's not our job to judge if they're suspects, if they're not, if they're victims until they're not by law enforcement. And I'm very disappointed. And where is Lana? Anyways, Lana has connected me with a lot of good people as well. So as many of you here. So we just need to understand that there's a big, huge, good, happy family here. A lot of good people. As you can tell, I don't really deal with trolls in my chat here, and it's going to continue to. And we'll just continue doing everything that we're doing. And oh shucks, when Brandi was up here, retweet. You're going to take the end of the show. Retweet. Today's your day. This one's for you. What do you say every time that you post a post or retweet? Can you put it? Can you type it and I'll put it on the screen and say what I always say at the end of the live here? Yeah, never lose hope, guys. I mean, I have a very, very high gut feeling that Michael Vaughn's out there someplace with somebody, and we need to find him. That's just my feeling. My feelings could be wrong. Where did Retweet go? Oh, he's probably dressing it all up. Either that or he's embarrassed I said something. Oh, there we go. There we go. You're the best. All right. And I didn't even know that Retweet was doing this when I first came around. I just knew that anytime that there's a missing person, if you see something in any of these cases, if you see something, say something. And then I come across this guy over on Twitter and he's sharing my stuff and, amazing person. I've learned a lot from them. And, I've learned to be humble by them. Adela Hall missing November 1st, 2022, Portsmouth, Virginia. Still no answers. We are Cody's voice. I'll have to look into it. I do vet almost all my cases. I'll share posters and all that without vetting people, but I definitely vet people, give them a platform to speak, and go from there. But as always, everybody, Brandi Neal says, monkey is coming home. See something, say something. Retweet Master. If you want to find Retweet, just type in Retweet Master over on Twitter. Go follow. Go follow, go follow, go follow. Like his post, retweet his post. He says, see something, say something. Retweet Master, Michael Vaughan. Never give up. He's coming home. And on that note, everybody, we are out of here.